boys and girls. Today we're going to drill our second set of trick words. If you don't have a pen or a paper or a pencil or a dry erase board and eraser and marker, you might want to pause the video and go get that right now. Are you ready? Here we go. Both, right, place, together, away, against, from, where, there, here, move, house, they, please. Okay, so get your paper and pencil or your dry erase board and let's practice writing some of these trick words. Remember, we can't tap out trick words because they don't follow the rules. Only part of the word will be tricky though, so think about what's tricky when you're writing it. Okay, your first word to write is the word from. From. Next, write the word please. Please. Almost showed you the word. Next, write the word where. Where. How about the word they? They. If you remember, we have a song to go with that. And last of all today, let's write the word house. House. All right, so let's talk about these words a little bit and see if you spelled them correctly. The first word that I asked you to write was the word from. From is definitely tricky. This does not sound like an O, does it? It sounds like a U. Hopefully you remembered to write it with an O. F-R-O-M. If you did write it correctly, great. If you didn't write it correctly, practice writing it 3 times. We want the last time you write it to be the time that's correct, so it will stick in your brain that way. The next word I asked you to write was the word please. Please is tricky in a couple of ways. The PL is normal. The E, we know there's many ways to spell long E. We have to remember the EA in this word. And also tricky is this sounds like a Z. Z. It is that hard-working E that's making that S sound like a Z this time. P-L-E-A-S-E. The next word I asked you to write was the word where. We always get this one confused with were. And remember, we have a song that tells us there is no H in were, there is no H in were. W-E-R-E, there is no H in were. There is an H in where. There is an H in where. W-H-E-R-E, there is an H in where. Hopefully you remembered that song and you remembered how to spell where. Just like where, they had a song to go with it. They is definitely tricky. This sounds like an A every time, but it's not, it's an E. So this is what we remember. There is no A in they, there is no A in they. Just write the, then add Y. It's as easy as blueberry pie. So there is no A in they. Hopefully you remembered that. And last of all is the word house. So what is tricky about house? Well, that OU can sound like ow. But this time the E isn't making the S sound like Z. It still sounds like S. So we just have to remember to add the E on the end. I hope you did a great job on your trick words, that they're getting stuck in your memory like your fingerprints in wet concrete. And we'll drill more later. Have a great day of learning.